I'm a boss lady, yeah.
Tools and technologies. I've made a list here for you guys of some of the tools and technology that I use on a regular basis. And I think this would be a good place to take a little bit of a break and see if anybody has any questions or comments. And I'd also like to ask from you guys, are you all familiar with any of the technology on the screen, and have any of you used any of these programs? Yeah, Christine.
So I'm obsessed right now. This is like my new obsession. So I'm so glad we're talking about this. But I'm still pretty new. And I use ChatGPT like so much that I started calling him Chuck, because I feel like you have to be nice to it. Because it's still a little freaky, like the whole thing. But I wanted to ask because I went to another thing that my bar put on about using AI for family law. And so I was so excited yesterday. I had a financial affidavit, and I went in and I just printed it out, redacted any identifying information like you're supposed to. I fed it in, but and I have the paid version of Chat, but it told me it couldn't read the document. I'm wondering what I did.
I am so glad that that was your comment, Christine, because here is my next slide.
Oh.
So the next slide is, in order for you to ever properly utilize any of these things, there's one really big concept that you have to understand. And that is the difference between an image versus a text document. And when you're talking about PDFs, this is not common sense. What I mean by that is you can't necessarily look at the document and know whether you're looking at an image or a text document. Sometimes you can. I'll give you an example. If you open a document that looks like something like this when you open the PDF, we're going to open, maybe. Okay, well, it'll open in a second. I guess we're having a slow start. So if you open a document that looks like this, right, and it's like really kind of clean text and you can highlight throughout it, most of the time that means that you are looking at an actual text document, but not 100% of the time. If there are other documents that, like, unequivocally, you know from looking at them, they're an image, and you guys probably would recognize those too, right? Like if you've gotten discovery from someone and it looks like somebody's like taken a picture of a piece of paper or something like that, right? But when you create a PDF from some other document or from a program like bank statements, some of the times those are images and some of the times those are text. A lot of times, if they were originally confidential documents, they are images. They're not text. So before you're going to be able to get anywhere with those kinds of documents, you first have to make it readable. And the easiest way to do that typically is to go through Adobe.